No other leader throughout antiquity can match the scope of Cyrus's achievements. Though Alexander the Great, 356 to 323 BC, is sometimes considered to be a greater military tactician, he indulged in excesses that would have made Cyrus the Great blanch. Whereas Cyrus treated the peoples he conquered with deep respect, Alexander sometimes urged his soldiers to put civilian populations to the sword. As his domains widened, Alexander increasingly gave himself over to tyrannical methods and monstrous egotism. Had any of Cyrus's generals acted with a cruelty equal to Alexander's, he would have been relieved of his duties immediately. A deeply humane man in his own right, Xenophon would have found it natural to develop deep feelings of kinship with the founder of the Persian Empire. They both had many opportunities to master the military virtues. Xenophon's own leadership skills were sharpened during his service as a battlefield commander, where indecision would have meant defeat and death. Using his renowned eloquence as well as his reputation for personal integrity, Xenophon also excelled as a diplomat and peacemaker. He found it natural to work hand in hand with the Persians, who controlled the Greek cities in the western part of what is today Turkey. Xenophon's approach to Cyrus was broadly creative rather than narrowly historical. He was far less interested in presenting the plain facts of Cyrus's biography than in showing how a visionary leader can provide a strenuous and rewarding life for his lieutenants, as well as a secure and comfortable existence for his subjects. In dramatizing Cyrus's victorious methods, Xenophon shows you how to conduct meetings, become an expert negotiator, deal efficiently with allies, communicate by appealing to the self-interest of your followers, encourage the highest standards of performance, ensure that your organization has the benefit of specialists, and prove that your words will be backed by your deeds. Those in business can benefit from the rules laid down in Cyrus the Great. Elsewhere in Cyrus's imperial enterprise are striking parallels to situations that business managers confront on a daily basis. As portrayed by Xenophon, Cyrus is both strategist and tactician. He plans like a CEO, but monitors operations like a middle manager. Therefore, you can apply his lessons across the full spectrum of business life, and it will be both instructive and entertaining to find similarities between Cyrus's career and your own. The editors of The Crisis in Corporate Governance, a Business Week special report, recently wrote, "If the challenge for executives in the 1990s was to transform corporate behemoths into nimble competitors, the challenge in coming years will be to create corporate cultures that encourage and reward integrity as much as creativity and entrepreneurship." This observation further demonstrates why a renewed interest in Cyrus the Great is so significant and timely. Just as Cyrus's honesty, integrity, superb strategic planning, and his ability to think on his feet guaranteed his success, the reader too can embody Cyrus's virtues in his own career. Being human, Cyrus the Great demonstrates his fallibility from time to time, but as Xenophon unfolds his story, we learn how to recover from mistakes and how to avoid them. When Cyrus strays from the path of virtue and reason, he is overcome by a sense of remorse, and he quickly reverses his course. He deals decisively with instances of injustice, and he allows every member of his team, from top to bottom, to approach him with their personal concerns. It might be supposed that an ancient book would be the last place to look for advice on the importance of adopting new technology. But even in this area, Xenophon demonstrates how to stay on the cutting edge. A look at related classics. Xenophon's significance is so great that he need only be compared with history's greatest thinkers on leadership, men such as Sun Tzu, author of The Art of War. Xenophon loses nothing by comparison. He shares the Chinese strategist's laurels as a founder of the art of subtle leadership, but his masterpiece surpasses Sun Tzu's in numerous ways. In The Art of War, Sun Tzu records the rules of cunning generalship in brief, undeveloped remarks. The fragmentary nature of these rules inspired later Chinese writers to add their own comments. Yet even with their additions,
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.